The concept of cancel culture is a highly debated and widely discussed topic in today's society, particularly within the realm of the entertainment industry. When public figures engage in objectionable behavior, make controversial comments, or express unpopular opinions, they often face swift and strong reactions. These responses can take the form of social media backlash or even the loss of job opportunities. In this video, we will examine the stories of 15 actors who have faced the consequences of cancel culture and explore where they are today. Kevin Spacey. Kevin Spacey's fall from grace is one of the most dramatic downfalls in the world of entertainment. Once a highly respected actor with 2 Oscars to his name, he has now become a disgraced former celebrity mired in accusations of sexual misconduct and abuse. Spacey faced allegations from more than a dozen individuals in the mid to late 2010s, effectively halting his acting career. Legal consequences stemming from these claims still loom over him, with a trial scheduled in the UK for the summer of 2023. Amid these ongoing legal battles, Spacey is making an attempt at a return to the spotlight. He has secured a role in a movie titled Peter 5'8", and his voice will feature in the 2023 thriller Control. It remains to be seen whether he can rehabilitate his career and reputation in the face of these serious allegations. Johnny Depp. Amber Heard's allegations of abuse against Johnny Depp had significant consequences for his career. In the aftermath, he was asked to step down from his role in the Fantastic Beasts franchise. Depp's departure from the film series was a direct result of the controversy surrounding his personal life. Later, during his acceptance speech at the 2021 San Sebastian Film Festival, Depp addressed the issue of cancel culture, which he believed had unfairly targeted him. In his speech, he expressed concerns about the pervasive nature of cancel culture, warning that it could impact anyone, not just high-profile figures like himself. He emphasized that a single sentence or accusation could lead to severe consequences, effectively pulling the ground from beneath individuals' feet. Depp believed that his situation was not unique, as others had also experienced similar repercussions as a result of cancel culture. J.K. Rowling. The impact of Harry Potter on our culture is truly immeasurable, and it all began with the remarkable imagination of J.K. Rowling. However, in recent years, the author has faced a substantial amount of criticism for expressing her controversial views on issues related to sex and gender. These statements have widely been labeled as harmful and transphobic, sparking passionate responses from various quarters, including the media, activists, and of course, Harry Potter fans. But let's not forget that Rowling continues to forge ahead with her career. You see, she's still actively writing the Cormoran Strike series under her pseudonym, Robert Galbraith. In fact, 2022 saw the release of the 6th book in that series. And that's not all. Rowling co-authored Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore with Steve Kloves, and the film based on this book hit the screens in the same year. So, we find ourselves in a complex situation where the creator of one of the most beloved fictional worlds has made statements that have caused considerable controversy. Some might argue that it's a testament to the enduring power of storytelling, that despite all the debates and discussions, the magic of the Harry Potter universe continues to captivate readers and audiences worldwide. Shia LaBeouf. Former child star Shia LaBeouf faced backlash after his ex-girlfriend FKA Twigs accused him of abuse, tarnishing his return to stardom. Twigs, age 34, made allegations of sexual battery, assault, and emotional distress against LaBeouf, age 36. She even claimed that he threatened to crash the car they were both in if she didn't profess her love for him. Recently, these abuse allegations resurfaced, as reports suggested that LaBeouf was removed from the thriller Don't Worry, Darling by director Olivia Wilde, who stated that she wanted to protect Florence Pugh from the actor known for his role in Even Stevens. LaBeouf denied these claims and asserted that he left the project due to scheduling conflicts. In an email to Wild, he stated, "Firing me never took place, Olivia, and while I fully understand the attractiveness of pushing that story because of the current social landscape, the social currency that brings, it is not the truth." Ultimately, LaBeouf was replaced by Harry Styles, who is widely known for his relationship with Wild, Dave Chappelle. After the conclusion of Chappelle's show, Dave Chappelle took an extended hiatus from the limelight, choosing to make only occasional appearances in the media. This quiet period lasted for several years, but things began to change around the mid-2010s. Chappelle made a notable return to the stage, once again gracing us with his stand-up comedy. However, this comeback has not been without its share of controversies. Chappelle, known for his bold and provocative humor, made some ill-advised jokes during his specials that stirred the pot. Then came the release of The Closer on Netflix in 2021, which ignited a firestorm of mixed reviews and widespread controversy. In particular, Chappelle was accused of making transphobic remarks, causing some Netflix employees to stage a walkout in protest. Despite these controversies, Dave Chappelle remains committed to his stand-up career. In 2022, he headlined 4 nights at the iconic Hollywood Bowl, and even had the honor of hosting Saturday Night Live, proving that his comedic journey continues, undeterred by the challenges along the way. Roseanne Barr. Roseanne Barr made a significant return to the spotlight with the revival of her long-running and beloved sitcom, Roseanne. The show generated immense excitement upon its comeback. However, this highly anticipated return was short-lived. Merely 2 months after the season premiered in 2018 to massive success, Barr posted a racist insult on Twitter directed at government official Valerie Jarrett. ABC promptly canceled the revival of Roseanne, and Barr was conspicuously absent from The Conners, a follow-up to the original sitcom. For a while, Barr mostly vanished from the public eye. However, she appears to be in the process of resurrecting her career. In 2023, she is scheduled to deliver a new comedy special, which will be available on Fox Nation, the streaming service associated with the conservative network. Barr's journey through fame, controversy, and attempted comebacks reflects the complex nature of her career. Armie Hammer. Armie Hammer's rise to fame throughout the 2010s was a promising one. He graced the screen in notable films such as The Man from UNCLE and Call Me by Your Name. It was the latter that truly catapulted him into the spotlight, earning him widespread acclaim and a Golden Globe nomination. However, January 2021 marked a dramatic turning point. A slew of disturbing allegations surfaced, painting a picture of unsettling proclivities and allegations of mistreatment by his partners. In response, Hammer abandoned many of his pending projects, while others swiftly severed ties with him. He essentially stepped away from the entertainment industry. His last film, Death on the Nile, hit the screens in 2022. Since then, Hammer is believed to have taken up residence in the Cayman Islands, where reports suggest he now works in the timeshare selling business. It's a stark and unexpected twist in the story of a once promising talent, now navigating uncharted waters. Tiffany Haddish. On January 24th, Variety reported exciting news that the full cast of Girls Trip was reuniting for a sequel set in Ghana, centered around the Afrochella Music Festival. This announcement was generally well received, especially considering the success of the first film, which grossed an impressive $140 million worldwide with a modest $16 million budget. However, the prospect of the sequel stirred up some controversy among fans, with many suggesting that it should proceed without one of the original cast members, Tiffany Haddish. Over the 6 years since the release of the initial film, Haddish found herself embroiled in a legal dispute with fellow comedian Aries Spears. This lawsuit revolved around a comedy sketch titled The Mind of a Pedophile, which was purportedly posted on platforms like Funny or Die in 2014. In a now-deleted Instagram post from 2022, Haddish expressed deep regret for her involvement in the sketch, acknowledging that it was intended to be comedic but ultimately fell far short of being funny. The lawsuit also raised allegations of a similar incident in 2013 involving the older sibling of one of the plaintiffs, Bill O'Reilly. Speaking of Fox, Bill O'Reilly was one of its biggest stars throughout the 90s and 2000s. He hosted the immensely popular talk show, The O'Reilly Factor, from 1996 to 2017. However, in 2017, a bombshell report from the New York Times shattered his reputation, revealing the settlement of numerous sexual harassment suits against O'Reilly, totaling millions of dollars. The fallout was swift, leading to his termination from Fox and the end of his long-running show, which had spanned over 2 decades. Undeterred, O'Reilly embarked on a new venture, launching No Spin News, a podcast that later incorporated a video element. He also continued his collaboration with author Martin Dugard, notably co-authoring 2 books in 2022. Another publication, Killing the Witches: The Horror of Salem, Massachusetts, is slated for release in 2023. In the wake of adversity, O'Reilly appears to have found new avenues for his voice and influence. James Franco. James Franco's career took a notable hit following a series of controversial incidents. In 2014, he sparked a public outcry by approaching a British girl he met outside a New York theater on Instagram, where he inquired about her age and hotel details. After she revealed she was 17, he asked about booking a room there. The incident went viral, and Franco admitted his lapse in judgment during an interview on ABC's Live with Kelly and Michael. More allegations followed in 2018 as 5 female students at his Studio 4 acting school in North Hollywood accused Franco of exploiting his position for sexual purposes. 2 of them filed lawsuits, and last year, Franco settled the claims by paying $23 million. His professional life reached a turning point with HBO's The Deuce, where the network allowed him to continue as the star, director, and producer despite the allegations. Since the show concluded in October 2019, Franco has not made any appearances on the big or small screen. Even his longtime collaborator and friend, Seth Rogen, distanced himself, stating that the scandal had altered their relationship and he had no intentions of working with Franco in the future, effectively ending their 20-year partnership. In December 2021, Franco appeared on The Jess Cagle Podcast on SiriusXM, acknowledging past inappropriate behavior, including sleeping with students, which he recognized as wrong. He revealed a struggle with alcohol and sex addiction and confessed to infidelity before his relationship with his current girlfriend, Isabel Paxad. Additionally, he expressed the hurt he felt over being dismissed by Rogen. The incident, along with his admissions and controversies, led to Franco's retreat from the entertainment industry, leaving his future in the spotlight uncertain. Mel Gibson. While he made a triumphant return as a director with Hacksaw Ridge in 2016, Mel Gibson is still largely blacklisted from Hollywood screens. I doubt we see him act that much at all going forward. Gibson enjoyed immense success and popularity during the 80s, 90s, and 2000s, both as an actor and director. Nevertheless, his career took a devastating hit due to highly publicized incidents that left a lasting stain on his reputation. One such incident was a notorious drunk driving episode during which he launched into a significant anti-Semitic rant, creating headlines around the world. Over a decade has passed since this incident, and while some fans may have extended forgiveness, many, particularly within the Hollywood elite, continue to harbor reservations and memories of Gibson's controversial words and actions. As a result, his future in the industry remains clouded by doubt, with his days as a prominent actor potentially behind him. Ellen DeGeneres. Ellen DeGeneres, a pop culture icon, made significant strides in promoting LGBT representation in television and became the beloved host of a widely watched talk show. Her contributions to both the entertainment industry and the LGBTQ+ community have left an indelible mark. However, 2020 was a turning point for DeGeneres when her show, The Ellen DeGeneres Show, faced a storm of allegations. Reports emerged suggesting that the show's production was marred by problems such as racism, harassment, and unjust terminations. Furthermore, there were public accusations that Ellen DeGeneres herself was not as amiable as her public persona might have suggested. In the wake of these controversies, when her contract expired in 2022, DeGeneres chose not to renew it, effectively bringing her long-running talk show to a close. She announced her intention to take a year-long hiatus to, in her words, sit still. This decision was seen as a major shift in her career and public profile. The case of Ellen DeGeneres serves as a reminder that even beloved figures in the entertainment world are not immune to criticism and controversy. It's an example of the complex interplay between public image and private conduct in the world of celebrities. Frank Langella. Frank Langella faced consequences when he was terminated from Netflix's upcoming series, The Fall of the House of Usher, following a complaint from a female co-star regarding his behavior. In response, Langella penned a column for Deadline in which he acknowledged not adhering to the instructions of the show's intimacy coordinator. Langella articulated his concerns, asserting that cancel culture operates in opposition to the principles of democracy. He contended that it hampers open conversation and debate, limiting our capacity to engage in dialogue and exchange differing perspectives. He underscored the critical point that cancel culture erodes our ability to make moral judgments, leaving a significant impact on society and its shared values. Will Smith. Perhaps you're familiar with the slap heard around the world? During the 2022 Oscars, after presenter Chris Rock made a joke about Jada Pinkett Smith's baldness, unaware that she suffered from alopecia, her husband, Will Smith, took to the stage and slapped Rock on live television. He then sat back down, yelling, "Keep my wife's name out of your F-king mouth." Numerous celebrities expressed their views on Smith's actions, with some like Judd Apatow, Jim Carrey, Oscar co-hosts Amy Schumer and Wanda Sykes, and Zoe Kravitz speaking out against him, while others, such as Tiffany Haddish, Denzel Washington, and Jamila Jamil, expressed support. As a consequence of this incident, Sony reportedly halted the production of Bad Boys 4, and Netflix postponed Fast and Loose. There were even discussions within CAA about dropping Smith as a client, although no action has been taken thus far. In the latest development, Smith removed himself from the Academy of Motion Pictures Arts and Sciences, effectively forfeiting his voting rights in the Oscars race. In response, the Academy banned him from attending its events for a decade. Although leaving the Academy does not preclude Smith from receiving nominations, the ban could impact his prospects for his upcoming film, Emancipation. The future of Smith's numerous announced projects, in which he is involved as a producer, such as Hancock and Karate Kid sequels, remains uncertain. Monique. This comic was once an icon of pop culture, breaking new ground for LGBT representation on television and launching a beloved talk show. Her achievements are undeniable, but in 2020, Ellen DeGeneres herself faced allegations. Reports emerged about significant issues within the production of The Ellen DeGeneres Show, including allegations of racism, harassment, and unjust terminations. Other stories came to light, suggesting that DeGeneres may not have been as kind as her public image portrayed. When her contract expired in 2022, she chose not to renew it, effectively bringing her long-running talk show to a close. DeGeneres shared with The Hollywood Reporter her plans for a year-long hiatus to take a break. Ezra Miller. You would think that a major movie studio like Warner Bros. Might have replaced Ezra Miller in The Flash, one of the summer's most anticipated films. However, that was far from the case. Not only did Miller, who uses they-them pronouns, keep their role, but they are even favored to continue playing it if The Flash becomes a box office success. However, it seems that such success is now appearing uncertain. The Flash is expected to earn around $60 million during its 3-day opening, falling short of recent estimates and trailing behind the recent DCEU disappointment, Black Adam, which made $67 million. The film received a B rating from CinemaScore, which, while decent, represents a relatively weak start for a superhero movie. So, what went wrong? Recent blockbusters like Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse and Guardians of the Galaxy Vol. 3 defied the notion of superhero fatigue. The Flash followed the nostalgia-driven formula of Spider-Man, No Way Home, and Top Gun. Maverick, where older stars reprised their beloved roles, in this case Michael Keaton, returned as Batman. The Flash garnered a considerable amount of pre-release hype, with endorsements from notable figures like Tom Cruise and Warner Bros. Discovery CEO David Zaslav. Despite all of the buzz and anticipation, audiences seemed uninterested, and the film is at risk of being overshadowed by upcoming blockbusters like Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny and enduring hits like Spider-Verse. Was it possible that audiences took issue with Ezra Miller, who likely avoided cancellation due to being non-binary? Or are there other factors contributing to the film's lackluster debut? In an industry often quick to judge stars for lesser offenses, Miller's casting was a gamble in the hopes of launching a new superhero franchise. The mainstream media, once again, supported the industry. However, it appears that audiences have their own standards when it comes to cancel culture. James Corden, the owner of a trendy NYC restaurant, publicly criticized a British celebrity, James Corden, labeling him as the most abusive customer his staff had ever encountered. The owner, Keith McNally, banned Corden from the establishment, and he vented his frustration on Instagram. This post was soon followed by accounts from other witnesses who described similar incidents involving the comedian, which garnered attention in British media. In his scathing Instagram post, McNally, aged 71, wrote, "James Corden is a hugely gifted comedian, but a tiny cretin of a man, and the most abusive customer to my Balthazar servers since the restaurant opened 25 years ago." However, McNally later extended forgiveness to the Cats star, expressing his belief in second chances. Corden, aged 44, subsequently issued an apology to McNally and acknowledged that he was actively working on addressing anger issues that had developed during his rise to stardom. Kanye West. Ye has always been known to steal the spotlight when it comes to Hollywood gossip, as he seems to attract a lot of bad issues. From his beef with Taylor Swift to the most recent issue today, which involves the termination of Ye's collaboration with Adidas and Balenciaga due to several issues linked to the rapper. Everything he says just piles up and creates more problems. In March 2022, West escalated his public comments about Davidson when he released the Easy music video. In this video, a claymation version of the rapper is depicted putting a bag over a character resembling Davidson, kidnapping him, burying him, and holding up his decapitated head. West also made accusations against Kardashian, including claims that she was keeping their children from him. Kardashian strongly denied these allegations and expressed her concerns about the negative impact of West's public behavior on their children. Trevor Noah addressed Kardashian's situation on his show in March, expressing his concerns about the challenges women face when they choose to leave difficult relationships. West responded by targeting Noah on social media and using a racial slur. As a result, a planned performance by West at the Grammys, which Noah hosted, was canceled. West was also temporarily suspended from Instagram following the incident. The most recent development is that West canceled his appearance at Coachella, withdrawing from the music festival less than 2 weeks before the scheduled event in April 2022.